Good day, everyone. I am Clark General T. Irogorog, and I am here to explain my photo story, and it is all about the Arabian literature, particularly the story of the 1001 Nights. This story belonged to the Arabian literature. In a kingdom once ruled by pain and betrayal, here we see King Shahryar, whose heart was shattered when he discovered his queen's unfaithfulness. Blinded by anger, he made a terrifying vow. Each day he would marry a new woman, and each dawn she would die. This act of betrayal gave birth to a cycle of cruelty that darkened the trembled in fear. Every morning, another family grave. Hope slowly faded as Yar's events continued day after day. No one knew when this nightmare would end. It was a kingdom drowning in sorrow, ruled by a crown, but by grief and fear. But then came a spark of courage. Scheherazade, the vizier's daughter, a woman known for her wisdom and love of books, stepped forward. To everyone's shock, she volunteered to marry the king, but she wasn't foolish. She had a brilliant plan, one that could stop the bloodshed. On their wedding night, Scheherazade did something no witch before her had done. She told the king a story, a tale so rich, so mysterious that even a cruel king was hooked. But when the sun began to rise, she stopped right at the most exciting next. The king demanded. Sherazade calmly said, "I will finish it tomorrow night." The king, curious and for the first time hesitant, let her live one more day. Her voice, her story, had sparked something new in him, wonder. And so the pattern began. Night after night, she found stories of brave warriors, magical lands, and timeless love. But each time, just before the climax, she paused, and every morning the king spared her again. Without even realizing it, the king began to change. His word planted seeds of kindness, justice, and affection in his heart. He started to feel again, to question his cruelty, to listen, to learn. The darkness inside him was slowly fading, and then, after 1001 nights, the king made a choice. He ended his vow. He saw not just a wife before him, but a woman of courage, intelligence, and depth. He had fallen in love, not with just Scheherazade, but with the wisdom she carried. At last, the killings stopped. The kingdom could breathe again. Scheherazade's bravery saved not only herself, but thousands of innocent women. She taught everyone that even in the darkest places, a single voice can spark a revolution. Today, her stories still live on. They remind us of the power of words to heal, to inspire, and to change hearts. Scheherazade wasn't just a storyteller. She was a teacher, a warrior of wisdom, and through her tales, she rewrote a kingdom's destiny. Thank you for listening to the story of a storyteller. May we all remember sometimes the most powerful sword is a story. Bye bye.